flux and all of them a bit more. To me, it was a very consistent, enjoyable 4 hours of a marathon, but I'm not ready to go to Incredibles 3 the way some people did Incredibles 2, wearing my Incredible cosplay t-shirt. But it's a recommend, like the last one.
So, ranking them, you're saying no difference?
Yeah, flip a coin. Maybe 2 over 1, a hair.
Oh, there's no doubt one is far superior.
One is way above.
And most original installments of Pixar movies I've seen, with maybe the exception of Bug's Life, is better than this. Again, the Toy Story sequels are its own thing, but the other stuff that I've seen leads me to believe they're best when they're off exploring new territory.
I would agree with that. Well, neither of these is any Up, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I love Up, Ratatouille, WALL-E was solid. Again, the strong ones, the ones that endure, are the ones that they haven't exploited with sequels.
Yeah, Inside Out, the most recent one I've seen.
That's the last one I've seen. I've skipped a lot of because they've been a lot of sequels.
Yeah. Coco's on Netflix. I might watch that one soon.
See, Coco made no impression on me. I didn't even realize Coco was Pixar, and it does feel that Pixar is kind of watering themselves down. And it happens with anything with age. Same as Star Wars. When you have a finite number of them, they feel special. They feel unique. When all you had was Toy Story and A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, and even the original Incredibles, their first 6 films, it really felt like people saw them as something precious. But when you started pumping out Cars 2, Cars 3, The Good Dinosaur, did anyone see The Good Dinosaur?
No, I don't. Yeah, never heard anything about that one. I remember it coming out, but not one people talk about.
That is definitely the redheaded stepchild. They don't talk about that one at all. It never happened.
It might be good. No one ever brings that one up.
I think it was a disappointment. My guess is they would have canceled it. There have been a couple that they were making and then they just put in turnabout. That one just got a little too far for them to turn it around, but it shouldn't have probably come out of the gate.
I just think that they're feeling less special and they are leaning more on sequels. Cars 3 being the epitome to me of seeing people just be like, meh.
Well, with John Lasseter now leaving Pixar, he was a big reason why those got made. It was his series. I firmly say we will never see another Cars movie, and I do feel like, they're at a crossroads now where they can go in new directions. And there is reason to be concerned, as you pointed out, Disney's sequelitis, but there is also encouragement because, yes, Inside Out is just as good as their early films, and they are still capable of making new, good, original ideas.
And yet their only announced upcoming one is Toy Story 4. That's supposed to come out next year.
Right.
Yeah, we might actually return to Pixar with a Toy Story retrospective. I know that's been long requested. 4th theatrical film seems to be a reason to do it.
Yeah, let us know. I mean, come to the forums or Facebook and let us know if we're wrong. Incredibles 2 is better than the first one, or if you want us to cover more of this kind of stuff, because we only did this one to support the book and because we are kind of superhero focused here on this podcast, but there are a lot of other movies I'd be happy to talk about in the Pixar canon. Let us know which ones are your favorite, and join us as we continue on. We have Friday, our donation series is kicking off the 3rd installment of the Purge franchise, Election Year.
Yeah, it has been kind of a interesting split decision on the first 2 Purge films. I remember really liking that 3rd one, the only one I saw in theaters. Is it going to be a good lead-in? It is the end of the series, because the 4th movie we're doing, the first Purge, is going to be a prequel. So does it end on a high note? You can listen this Friday to find out. And speaking of low notes, next Tuesday, oh dear God.
What video game are you doing?
Ding ding! Enter the ring with you.
Oh no, Yui Bull.
Uvabool. Uvabool is not some strange Scandinavian skin disease. It is a highly prolific director of video game movies. And this was chronologically speaking, the earliest game he tackled. Not the first time he went to the video game well, but the earliest game he's tackled, Alone in the Dark. It was a 1992 supernatural. You're a private investigator in a house full of Cthulhu monsters. It had a successful run in the 90s, and then it became his tax write-off in 2005. We are going to talk about it, Kristen Slater, Tara Reid, and why my life has fallen to this depravity next Tuesday.
And I just want to point out, People keep saying, Arnie, what have you done to Stuart? You're going to make Stuart leave. The video game series isn't my idea. I looked at the schedule. Stuart had populated it with Mario and on. This you did to yourself.
Oh, you wanted to do the Ingmar Bergman retrospective? I'm sorry. I should have programmed
Just
that.
put that in the schedule for next year.
Okay, there it was. That was my mistake. It was Ingmar or it was Uwe Boll. I wasn't sure which way to go, but I just decided more people would love to hear me scream about a Conby and whatever else this garbage movie is going to try and foist upon me.
Blood Rain and
Yes.
House of the Dead.
Yeah, he alone has made some of the worst movies of all time, but I gotta say the other ones in this retrospective have not proven to be delights. Starting at Super Mario Brothers and going down the pipe, it's been rough.
So that is going to be on our main feed the next couple of weeks, but fear not if Alone in the Dark isn't exactly your jam, and it appeared to be nobody's jam as it bombed so terribly.
That's why I got a sequel.
Again, tax write-off. We do discuss all of
Yes, there's a reason why money-losing movies get sequels.
But we're going to theaters next week for our donors for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That review will be out a week from Friday, and that's going, if you donated in 2015 for Jurassic World or that retrospective, you're going to get Fallen Kingdom, you're grandfathered in, or you can donate now at the Jurassic level to our donation drive to get all the Jaws reviews, Deep Blue Sea, Deep Blue Sea 2, all the Jurassic Park, all the Purge, and all the Pacino you can stomach.
Yeah, I mean, and that's been out. I know I was abroad, and that movie has been out for several weeks now. It is opening this Friday here in America, so we have a chance to watch it and cover it. I'm a little excited because, controversial opinion, I think Jurassic World is the best of the franchise. I do think that, this could potentially be even better.
Yeah, I rewatched Jurassic World last week, and prep, good movie. And then the week after that, we go to theaters. Actually, just a couple days after that, we go to theaters on the 3rd of July. While you are having your weenie roasts and watching your fireworks, the three of us are getting together on the 4th of July to record the first Purge.
It's going to be the longest recording ever because there'll be firecrackers going on, and Arnie will keep making me repeat what I said eternally. And I'm like, all right, how long does it take to fire a firework? I got 10 seconds here for the next Black Cats.
And then we'll be in theaters the week after that for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, the follow-up to Infinity War. How does it all turn out?
Yep, that is a movie. We are covering it. I can't say I'm that excited, but again, I'm always happy to be wrong. I just want to reassert that. When I'm wrong, I'll call myself out on it. Ant-Man, I couldn't begin to care. The sequel, I care even less. But if it's good, and I hope it is, I will be happy to be wrong about my ambivalence.
And the week after that, it's still yet another new release. It didn't come from theaters, it came from the desert.
Yes, it's a video game that you've never heard of, made into a movie you've never heard of, that's been out for a year in Finland, and has finally been dumped VOD. We figured if you loved ants, the best time to position it was after Ant-Man and the Wasp, because it is a take on those old 50s ant movies where giant radiated bugs are coming out of the desert and presumably eating people or something. I never played the game. I don't know anything about it. But yes, that's our lineup for the next couple weeks. And whether you can donate or not, I do hope you can join us. We got a lot of content we want to share.
So thank you for listening. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for pre-ordering the book. And thank you for your patience if you're a Kickstarter backer. Nearly there.
Oh, yes, so close.
We're not wearing any capes, so we hope we don't get sucked back into a jet turbine on
Yeah, then knock on whatever, something else could happen, but I think it's coming real soon.
Between the artist getting in a car accident, a death in my family, everything has
It really
happened.
has been every plague, except Wasp. Yes.
That's when we get to Ant-Man.
Apparently.
So we'll be back Friday with the Purge election year. Till then, it was nice of you to drop by.
No matter how many times you save the world, it always manages to get back in jeopardy again. I mean, sometimes I just want it to stay saved, for a little bit.
Thank you for listening to this Incredibles episode of Now Playing, and we hope you've enjoyed the show.
That's the way to do it. That's old school.
Yeah?
No school like the old school.
Come back to NowPlayingPodcast.com each week for another movie review.
Yes, I'm sure your gratitude is quite inexpressible.
And in the NowPlayingPodcast.com archive, you can find reviews of other films, such as all the James Bond films, X-Men, The Fantastic Four, Blade, Punisher, Batman, Superman, The Avengers, and hundreds more.
I love superheroes!
While at NowPlayingPodcast.com, be sure to join our forums, where you can discuss this review with other listeners.
I'll be there ASAP.
Where you going ASAP? You better be back ASAP.
You can also follow Now Playing on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, where we post announcements of new episodes and where the hosts post written movie reviews. Links to our social media pages are at NowPlayingPodcast.com.
Oh man! I'm still geeking out about it.
Now Playing is an independent podcast with no sponsors or ads. It's donations from listeners like you that keep Now Playing on the air. You can give money by clicking the support link at the top of NowPlayingPodcast.com.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't know. Something amazing, I guess.
Me too, kid.
If you enjoy Now Playing, please head to iTunes and leave us a 5-star listing. It's the best way to help spread the word about the podcast.
Thank you so much, young man.
If you want even more Now Playing reviews, place your order now for the first Now Playing book, Underrated Movies We Recommend. Get reviews of 125 films our hosts love. You can order the book by clicking the banner at the top of our homepage.
Defines who I am.
We're not saying you have... What?
Someone on TV said it.
Now Playing Podcast is produced by Arnie Carvalho.
You good then? You got everything under control, right?
Now Playing is edited by Arnie.
When was the last time you slept?
Who keeps track of that?
Now Playing credits read by Brock.
You sly dog! You got me monologuing. I can't believe it.
The opinions expressed on Now Playing are those of the individual hosts and may not reflect the opinion of Venganza Media Incorporated.
Well, I think you need to be more flexible.
Venganza Media Incorporated is not affiliated with the motion pictures reviewed or otherwise referred to herein. All movie clips and music included in this podcast are the intellectual property of the respective copyright holders. They are included here for the purpose of review and no infringement is intended. Now Playing Podcast is an exclusive trademark of Venganza Media Incorporated and may not be used without the express written permission of Venganza Media Incorporated. All rights reserved.
Yes, words are useless. Gobble, 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 gobble. Too much of it, darling. Too much.
Now Playing is a Venganza Media production, copyright 2018, all rights reserved. And no part of this show may be reproduced, repurposed, or redistributed without the written permission of Venganza Media Incorporated.
Go, confront the problem. Fight. Win. And call me when you get back, darling. I enjoy our visits.
Starring Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, Sarah Vowell, Hulk.
I'm calling this little doughboy out as a Stay Puft, or not a Stay Puft, as a...
Does anyone even know what a screensaver is anymore? Is this a really dated reference for oldies like us?
Oh my god, it didn't occur to me people wouldn't know what a screensaver is.
When's the last time you saw a flying toaster?
I still have them on my laptop.
Yeah.
Does figure out how to get Jar Jar back from alternative dimensions with cookies, and he gets better
Jack,
at
you
it.
mean? You called him Jar Jar.
Oh god, I did that in my notes too. And he did find ways to get Jack